Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Daruma, a movie about a disabled vet who finds love when he finds that he has a daughter. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 16, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So our main character is kind of a scumbag, or rather, he's a vet who's self-destructive. His dad is also disabled. I think I'd imagine he's a vet too, and he's got like a hook for a hand, and but his son is in a wheelchair and he just can't seem to get his life together. But then he finds out he has a daughter, and the mother has passed away. Barry Bostwick is in it, by the way. Not sure who he plays. And then they tell him if he doesn't get them to her grandparents, she'll be put in foster care. So he has to ask his dad to drive so he can get them there. And then along the way, November 15th, coming to theaters and streaming. Along the way, they bond. Screenplay by Kelly McNeil Yellen and directed by Alexander Yellen. Perhaps a husband and wife couple. Peter Fairley is one of the executive producers. And I gotta say, it looked like a comedy in the beginning, and then very much turns into a drama. Because initially he's with skanky women, they're doing wild stuff, and some skanky woman robs her, and he tries to get an advance on his disability, but they don't do that. So next thing you know, he's got this kid in his life, and she changes his life for the better. So it's kind of a cute story. And it's done in kind of almost a comedic way, at least in the beginning. So first act, he's living his life, and he's kind of self-destructive. Maybe feels sorry for himself because of his disability. And then he gets the news he has a daughter. And so she has to stay with him. He doesn't want to raise her or have really anything to do with her at first. But there's no choice but to take her in, at least temporarily. And so at first it sucks for him. And then he finds himself overwhelmed by parenting. And but the social worker then gives him an out. She says she could either go live with her grandparents or go into foster care. So and then there's a scene with a tattoo. So they go on a road trip, and that's probably most of the second act. During the road trip, he finds out more about his dad. This tattoo is a specific kind of tattoo where you fill in one eye when you make a wish. You fill in the second eye when the wish comes true. So that'll probably tie in to the movie at the end. Maybe he wishes that his son would get a life, or, that he had a grandchild or something. So along the course of the way of the road trip to take her to her grandparents, he realizes that he needs to raise his own daughter. He becomes something different as she changes him. And in the end, I think he does that. I'm guessing Barry Bostwick maybe plays his therapist. Daruma, I guess, is the name of little girl. I'm not sure. And he's afraid that, what she'll become like him if he raises her. But she's just the cute little girl who loves her dad, and she has no one else. And that is it's kind of gut-wrenching to watch this. So I think it'll be a good movie. I like the front part of it. It looks funny. It looks I don't like to call things comedy drama, but in this case, there is some comedy here, and it's executive produced by one of the Fairley brothers. So I think he probably saw something in it. Um, so yeah, I would totally see this. I think it'll be good. Here's the write up. Patrick, a bitter wheelchair user, enlists the help of his cantankerous neighbor Robert, a double amputee. Oh, that's his. I thought it was his dad. To transport the 4-year-old daughter he never knew he had to live with her maternal grandparents on the other side of the country. So I guess that's most of the movie. So Patrick is just his neighbor. I thought it was his dad. So I guess he's a father-like figure to him. And maybe he has no one either. But yeah, I like the acting in this a lot. The little girl seems very innocent, and she's not one of these child actors who seems way too smart for her age. She seems like an actual kid who doesn't know what's going on, and the adults are just making terrible mistakes around her, and she seems oblivious to most of it, thankfully. But yeah, Daruma. It's a weird name. I guess that's the name of the daughter, but not sure. I don't think they say it in the trailer. But yeah, I would totally see this. So it's in theaters and on streaming. I probably lean towards the streaming on this, but only because it's such a terrible experience to go to the movies these days. But yeah, I would check this out. Daruma, coming to a theater near you or streamer. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. I will be at the Triple Oaks Nursery in Franklinville, New Jersey, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Black Friday weekend and the small business market thing, I think they're calling it. I would just call it Black Friday weekend. Each day it'll be from 11 to 4, and I'm being told that I think it's inside, so if it's inside, oh, we're good to go. Oh, that'll be a great day for me. So hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.